Hi, it's Robert Murray, and welcome to this week's Strategy Minute. It's the weekly video blog where I've got 1 minute to answer questions from leaders like you on the topic of strategy. This week it's governance and communication, and I know that I've talked about that before, but it's a little bit of a different angle on it. This morning I was talking with a client of mine who we built strategy for back in May of this year, and I was talking to him about how's the execution of his plan going. And when we started to review the 9 different action items that he had on his plan for the 3 strategies he'd had, we only made it through the first strategy. And it became really, really obvious to me that they've done nothing on it. All 3 of the first action plans were behind schedule. In fact, they were supposed to have been delivered in the summer, and here we are now at the beginning of October. So I just said, time out, let's hold it right there. What's happening with the rest? And he said, well, to be quite honest with you, we haven't done anything on those either. So when I dove into it, there was 2 things that were missing, and 2 things that we had talked about a lot leading up to the execution of it. And I can't overemphasize this enough, so that's why I'm doing another strategy minute on it. Number 1 is communication. You cannot over communicate enough to your team about values, purpose, vision, the strategy, the actions around that, and the roles and responsibilities that you have for them. Let me repeat, you cannot communicate enough about those things. The second thing is around governance. Governance is actually really easy, and a lot of people look at it and go, it's going to take up a lot of time. No, it doesn't. Governance can be done in like 15 minutes. You pull together the people who are responsible for delivering action items, and you review it. Where are we at? If we're on plan, great. What do you need in terms of support? Is additional resources? What do you need to make sure that it stays on plan? If it's not on plan, what are you doing about getting it back on plan? What do you need in terms of support? Who can we get to help you with this? And what does recommitment look like? And by recommitment, I mean when is it going to be back on plan? And what are the new dates look like? And then after that, go back and communicate again. Now, communication is happening all the time, and it's a daily thing. Governance happens once a month. And like I said, it takes 15 minutes, and you can do that with your team standing. You don't even have to have a meeting room. You can do it in a hallway standing. You have your governance on one page, and you just run through it. That's how you get strategy back on track. That's how you make execution happen with your strategic plan. That's it for this week. Thanks very much. Keep sending me those questions, suggestions, and ideas that you've got for me. Take care.